Welcome to Jedi Elder. I began this many years ago, this effort of developing a Jedi martial art that was unique to itself and complete to the way. It is an ever-growing project and will take many years to complete. However, the last 3 years I have put into this development has shown some growth with the staff form, the Jedi hand form, and the growing repertoire of techniques within the Jedi Defense Arts, the empty hand systems. There's also the Jedi breathwork, both stationary and active. This system is not meant to just be some rubber-stamped Jedi karate. This is meant to be a martial system built by and for the Jedi way. People ask me, why? Why do I focus so much on it? My name is Otori Mikko. For those that don't know me, I am the last active student of the first Jedi teacher. His name is Karis Nightflyer. I began my training the last week of 1995. That puts me at just about 28 years now. The only thing I have done more than that is train in the martial arts. That has been for 32 years of my life. The two have intermingled in my life for as long as I've walked the path. And rightly so. In the mid to late 90s, our mythos was very limited, and every exposure you had to Jedi were knights. They were trained in combat and sent out to go do. They were active. They were light bringers. A term I learned from Karis a very long time ago. It's no longer a canon statement, but in the 90s, there was a pseudo-canon that said that Jedi meant light bringer. And that is a very important part of not just my own personal training, but the development of Jedi Elder. This is not an art about violence. Up to this point, the forms that I presented, the staff form and the defense form, the Jedi hand form, are gentle and slow and meditative in nature, even though they hold defensive application. Defensive being the word. They always start and end with a block, as all forms should. Because our nature is not one that goes and searches for war. We don't search for combat. That's not our job. It's not our calling. Our calling is to bring light. In order to do that, we must secure balance. We can't secure balance just by beating everyone unconscious. It's not exactly a peace through superior technique or firepower kind of problem. Jedi are not violent. Most of us absolutely abhor violence, myself included. I was exposed to violence for a vast majority of my youth. So this training gave me the ability to stop that violence. But the training I received was very shallow, had no depth, had no heart. The Force was not with it. This art is being developed intentionally around the Force, around the Jedi way. So as you go further, should you decide to do so, keep that in mind. Keep in mind that the entire path is built into the way. The path is rigid, yet the way is unique. We all know that the path is the top of the mountain. But the way we walk it Each and every one of us is a little different. The person next to you is not going to take the exact same steps as you. The person on the other side of the mountain is not going to take anywhere near the same steps as you. I know that. I don't expect this to be required training within the community, within the way. But I do feel it needs to be presented and offered. And so I put the last 2 years into this formulation, and now everything's ready to sprout, hit video, and get spread. There is plenty more to come. Force guide and protect you.